What's going on, guys? This is DJ with All Day DFS, and I hope y'all guys are having a great day so far. Today I wanted to make a little quick video tutorial on how I use these sheets. Now, everybody probably uses them differently. Everybody has their own method of how they research with these sheets, but it's all the same numbers. Everything's the same. I'm going to show y'all guys today how I use them. It's a little quick video tutorial. I've had a couple people asking me. I have a couple people confused. Definitely it could be a little bit overwhelming in the beginning if you don't know more or less how to do it. But this is what I do. We have 4 different sheets. We have like your general full game sheet, and then you'll have a first half, a second half, and a fourth quarter. Now, right now, our sheets, basically whatever's on the board at the moment is what's going to be on the sheets. So right now there's only so much on the board. During the day, the sheets update every 30 minutes. After 10 o'clock, we're updating them right now. We're updating them every 10 minutes. I'm going to try to get them updated every 5 minutes, because sometimes when the fourth quarter comes out, it's only on there for so long before they take them off. So just keep that in mind, that these sheets will be updated throughout the day. So if you download at 10:30 in the morning, if you download the sheets, don't see something on there, and you see something that's on PrizePicks, comes on after that, go back at 11. At 11, the sheets will be refreshed, download it again, and then you'll see whatever's on PrizePicks is going to be here. During the day, they're updated every 30 minutes. After 10 o'clock, they're going to be updated. I'm going to see if I can get them updated every 5 minutes. Right now, they're updated every 10 minutes, like I said. So this is what I do right here. This is just stats in general. This is what these guys have done the last 10 games. So this could be helpful if you want to know, whatever it is that you're looking for. I don't use this section that much. Again, I'm going to show you what I use. So if you're a player, a lot of people don't only play the props. They don't like the fantasy score. If you are someone who likes to do fantasy score, this is where you can see that at. So I do 2 things. The first thing I come and do is I come to differential, and I sort from largest to smallest. And this is going to tell me the differential of what the over under is and what they've been doing their last 5. So this is what I do here. Kevin Durant, 48. So his over under is at 48 right now on PrizePicks. He's been averaging his last 5 53.36. So that's a differential of 5.36. So I really like that. So that shows you he's been crushing he's been crushing his line. Now you come over here to the DVP, and you see it's a 13. So that means it's not really a great matchup. Toronto's versus his position. Toronto's pretty good versus his position. But again, it's Kevin Durant. So it's up to you. But this is what I do. So this is fantasy score. Like Scotty Barnes, I really like it. And once you see the differential, I go to differential first. So that lets me know who's been going over and under. Remember, guys, we got to play some of these unders. As you can see here, like Lillard hasn't been getting there, Nurkic hasn't been getting there, Chris Paul hasn't been getting there. So if you're willing to play the under, we also can discover the unders. But as you can see here, you see Green is really good. As you can see, Scotty Barnes has been crushing his over under pretty much the last 10 games. So this is what I do. First, I go to differential so I can see who's doing what in the last 5, who's been crushing, who hasn't been crushing, and then after that, I can come over here and say, okay, well, who's been what's the hit rate the last 5 games? So that's 5 games. I go to the 5-game mark. Scotty Barnes has hit 4 out of his last 5. Anthony Simmons has hit 4 out of his last 5. And then again at the bottom, Damian Lillard has only hit once out of his last 5. So again, it's pretty self-explanatory. You got the top, you got the bottom, you got who's doing good, who's doing bad. And if you want to dig deeper and go 10 games, you come over here to 10 games and you again sort from largest to smallest. Again, Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes has been crushing his last 10 games. So Scotty Barnes right away, for me, it's an over on the Scotty Barnes is a good play today for the over on full game fantasy score. As you can see, 80% his last 10 games, he's gone over 8 out of 10. So my strategy is, okay, you see Green on cluster board, 8 out of 10. Okay, so now you want to look at the matchup. DVP 22nd versus his position. So Scotty Barnes is golden. Scotty Barnes is probably going to be on one of my players today for my video. because he's gone over 80% in his last 10 games with a differential of almost 5, and he has a great matchup today. So Scotty Barnes is definitely somebody you would like to target. So this is how I cut down my research, and this is what I've been doing. That it's made me very successful lately. These sheets have helped me a lot. So that's something that I do. So Scotty Barnes is one that I would definitely have on my list. Again, Kevin Durant. If you like playing Kevin Durant, I really don't play Kevin Durant much because I don't know. I tend to shy away from players that have really high fantasy scores, not because they can't get there, but because of blowouts. I just hate the blowout thing. You know, if anything happens, blowout, or if he gets in foul trouble, or if he has a bad shooting night, they're most likely not going to get there. But I usually don't play really high fantasy scores. So anyways, that's what I do there. Fan score. Okay, points. Let's check out the points. Again, there's not that much on the board right now as we speak on PrizePicks, but this is what's up. First thing I do is come to average 5. Largest to smallest. Okay. So they got Kevin Durant at 28.5. He's been averaging 32.8 his last 5. You know, that's a big difference. But the DVP's at 14, and he's only gone over, well, his last 5 games he's gone over 60%. His last 10 games he's gone over 40%. So for me, I see that, I'm like, you know, he gets a good differential, but the matchup isn't great, and the hit rate isn't great. So for me, it's probably a fade. It's probably going to be a fade. He's gone over his last 2 games. So when you see the 100, that means he's hit. So when you see the 67 here, just so y'all guys understand, that means in his last 3 games, he's hit 67% of the time. Okay, last 4 games, he's hit 50% of the time. So you can see that. So again, the person look, see, this is who stands out right here. He doesn't have a huge differential, but he's been getting over this 14.5 consistently. He's been averaging 15.6, a differential of 1.1. DVP's 14, not a great matchup, but as you can see there, green all across the board, 80% his last 10 games. So again, on a small slate like today, we only got 3 games. LaMarcus Aldridge is somebody that I would target for points. Okay, we go to rebound, same thing. I come over here, differential, largest to smallest. As you can see here, Pascal Siakam has been averaging 1.5 more boards than what his over-under is. DVP is 15, so it's like in the middle. The matchup is not a great one, it's not a good one. I mean, it's not a great one, it's not a bad one. So he's somebody you can target on boards. As you can see here, his last 5 games, he's hit 80%. The last 10 games, not so good. So, you know, here's somebody that, look at LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, you see nothing but red. Guys, just your eyes are gonna gravitate to the red and green. I mean, you see greens, you know it's good. You see reds, you know it's bad. So if you're willing to take the risk and willing to play the under, then it's a good, you know, look for the under, look for the red. Now here, he's only been getting 5 boards his last 5 games, so he's a -1 on the differential. But the matchup is a pretty decent one. You know, he got a pretty decent matchup for boards. So it's somebody that I would probably fade because he hasn't done good, but the matchup is good for him. So I probably would fade that. And I'm going kind of into some of my strategy, but this is what I do to use the sheets. So I hope this is helpful. You know, Van Fleet 27th versus his position for boards. He's averaging 4.4. So the matchup is a great one. He's hit 70% of the time. So Fran Van Fleet will be somebody that I target for rebounds today. And this is how I use it, guys. This has cut down my research so much. I used to take hours to research all this stuff, going to different sites. I know there's sites that have this, but to get everything just at your fingertips, that's why I say these sheets are awesome, because you have everything at your fingertips. Assist. So here we go with the assist, as you can see here. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the differential. And you got Harden. Harden's been barely going over, so I mean that right there, depending on the matchup, is 17th. That might be something you want to fade. Patty Mills has not gotten there. He's only gotten there 30% of the time. So you look at the matchup is not good versus assist, so he has a bad matchup. So I would target Patty Mills on the under. And then we got 3-pointers. The same thing. There's only 2 people for 3-pointers on there, but Patty Mills looks pretty good for that, except for the matchup. So it's something. Look at the differential. Look at the last 5. Look at the last 10, and then look at the matchup, and then make your decision. That's what I do. So that's how I use these sheets, guys. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to inbox me. And you know, for y'all guys out there on YouTube, I'm putting this on YouTube so you can just see how our sheet looks, how our sheets are looking. We are consistently updating things every day. We're making things better. We're adding more things to these sheets. But this is what the sheets is about, and this was a quick tutorial for you guys. If y'all guys have any questions, let me know. And if you're not yet a member of our Patreon, make sure to go ahead and join. The link is below. Thank y'all guys.